her LLCs when she filed for property related to them. Remember, these LLCs are already being
Yo, hey, what up?
Greetings and salutations.
So, you know.
What's happening?
Hey man, same shit, different day. Don't not change but days of the week.
And your draws, hopefully.
And oh yeah, has to, man.
That's what's up.
Miss Tiffany J in the building.
Happy Sunday.
Oh, it's 11, 10, 9. Oh, 8 o'clock in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, go,
Hey,
we're
man,
going.
you in LA?
Yes.
Damn, like Ice ain't got you yet. I heard Ice
Look,
wilding over there.
I've been here for a while. My family been here for a while.
Okay.
I don't care.
Right?
Hey, they just say grab him. We'll litigate later.
I know.
Right.
I know, right?
Right after graduation. Say, hey man, hey, here go the diploma. Hey, in the left hand, the cuffs in the right hand.
Man,
So sad.
wilding, bro.
Let's knock this out this Sunday. This is gold chart. Gold last week took out previous week high and dropped. Gold right now is consolidating. So from a weekly perspective, I don't know. I would think it want to go up higher, but from this weekly perspective, this is all-time high right here. Gold right now is consolidating. So when I can't tell the weekly, I go to a time frame down, go to the daily. What is the daily telling me? Daily, we fill the gap in. If it's going lower, it's going all the way down here. This is your next gap down here on gold. Way down here. How's the 4 hour look? So let me mark it up. Previous day high. Previous day low. Then looking at this, I asked myself, okay, how did the previous session end? Previous session took out previous day low, daily gap, 4 hour, came to 4 hour gaps. So now on this 4 hour, let me mark out my liquidity. Bearish gap here. Bearish gap here. I have a bullish gap here.
Is a piece of that first one you made a BPR?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So when I look at this and I ask myself if I'm looking at the next session, uh, I'm looking up higher because we took out all this liquidity. So now I got my. If I didn't understand that 4 hour level was already hit, I would be waiting for previous day low and this 4 hour bullish got to be hit. But since I'm looking at price as it already, I know what the previous session did. So now I'm just looking for my 15-minute CISD and potential. Hey, yo, Amir.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you see how this is marked up for Sunday, and you see now we have the potential. Like Saturday, I was having a little issue with because they have some of them having a hard time understanding. Like, okay, you might think this is the CISD, but this came lower. Then like this is potential. Like I had tonight, she did this she did this, but this isn't confirmed yet. Remember, we can't confirm it until we get a closure above here.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But you can project like if I do get a closure above here, this is where it can go. But like
Okay.
looking at this, like ask yourself, like look at how it fell. To me, for me, it wants lower, but I don't have no problem scalping it if it give me a closure above here, right back up here.
So you probably wanted to dip down into that, hit that.
Hell no. Hey, open up.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can open up, dip down, hit it, then you got a lower low, then it come back over. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that shit, they got these bearish gaps right
but it
here.
still would be done.
Shit. You got a lot of resistance going down, and then I was looking at it from the aspect of it. Say I did TFA weekly, 4 hour, 15-minute. So if I do a weekly liquidity was taken out previous week high, 4 hour, 4 hour change of state delivery. This kind of right here. Let me do it from the G.
Just do a line.
Let me do it from this one. That way, ain't nothing on there. Yeah, remove draw. So, if I broke it down, TFA higher than the daily. I go weekly, 4 hour, 15-minute. So we took out weekly high, bearish. 4 hour CID right here. 15-minute entry. When did it confirm? 10 o'clock. So that's 2 o'clock Thursday. So that's 1400 Thursday. 15-minute. 1400 Thursday. Down here. Hey, yo, Amir.
Yes.
Hey, why is this not a good entry to sell it down?
Why it's not a good entry?
Right. It's a gap there, but why is it not? Why should I not be looking to sell it down from here? What's this range? This the range.
It's above 50%.
I mean,
yeah, right. Yeah, it's below. So I'm looking
below.
for right. So then you see when it came above and hit it right at here.
Mm-hmm.
And then it dropped all the way down.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because if you get in here, your stop gotta go at least above here. Has to. That's a lot of risk, but it's a hell of a reward. Hell of a reward. Previously low. Hey, yo, Miss Tiffany, that's a monster move.
4.5.
That's the monster move. Yes. The lovely move.
Where's 0.5 on that?
0.5 on that. I got you.
Oh, it's way past that. Yep.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And then I was looking at
it might be 0.25 for 2.5.
-2. Look at that.
Right.
Yeah.
How long did that take place though? Like you would have had to get what time that happened?
Friday
okay.
at
all day. Okay.
All day.
Okay.
And then it gave you double confirmation.
Yeah, that's what I saw that too.
It gave you confirmation
right there.
Here it gave you confirmation here.
Yep.
Gave you your BPR.
Yeah, I don't felt comfortable selling it from that one versus the first one. I felt more comfortable.
I'm just and like we talk about, like look at how it's going up on this. It's close. All of that.
Yep.
It's just when it flip, it's a wrap.
Let it go.
Let it go.
By Elsa. on Frozen.
Hey, Miss Tiffany, that's all you need, right? 60 points.
Good for the week.
Hey, everybody talk that shit, but hey, you hold that thing, man. You hold that with.
You have to look at the higher time frame. Like you have to look at a 4 hour 2 point, trying to eyeball that thing, seeing where it want to go. Goodness. How many you put on them?
5.
That was just 5?
I told you, hey, go to monster, man. Is that just 5? Hold on. Let's do it again. So we'd have been in here. Okay, let's replay. Right. And I told you, you don't need that much, right? Next candle. Let's see.
What it was at the swing? I wonder how much it was at the swing.
Sell. Your stop loss above here.
Oh yeah. Yep. If it take that swing during the macro, I'm gone.
Oh, it set up perfectly in the macro.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, if that swing get taken out during the macro, I'm gone.
Hold on. Take profit 50K is 5 or 6?
50K? 6,
yeah.
I believe.
That's just 5.
Now, what that look like on 4 hours from that point?
Beautiful. I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
Are you
I'll be looking at high time frame.
Are you moving your stop to break even?
From where?
Right now.
Break even? Man, okay. I'm not giving anything past that swing up, man.
Right here?
That's it. From that point, I feel like I'm playing with house money.
Miss Tiffany, is that where your stop is at?
You know I'm riding it a lot closer than that.
How close, Miss Tiffany? What about right there?
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna let
I'll
hey,
get there, but I'm not there now. I'll
that's
get there.
a monster move. Did it hit it? Did it hit the target? There you go.
Yeah, I'd have to walk away.
It's a beautiful move right there. Beautiful move. And Miss Tiffany, I saw that move 3 times last week on Gold. I saw a monster gold move in London. I was talking to CJ yesterday on the phone. Like that 145, that 150, 250 macro. If you understand your bias, man, Miss Tiffany. When I say the gold play can be monster, it can be monster. Because you know midnight opening is basically ground zero. So if you bullish, you looking for the dip down, right, Miss Tiffany?
Yes.
So if you catch that inside that macro and you bullish, man, you can hold that thing to at least 9:30 open. At least 9:30 open. But you got to walk away. You can't watch it because that should start doing some extra.
The idea would be for it to happen in Asia and just sleep through the
Yeah,
night.
no, 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 no,
Just
no.
wake up.
No. I'm no longer trading Asian. I've seen so many great moves catching that one because the only Asian macro that I like is the 550 to 610. The other ones, man, it's to me they trash because it don't do everything. And then I look at midnight opening is ground zero. So if I look at midnight open as ground zero, and if my bias and everything is bullish, I'm looking for that drop down below midnight, or if I'm bear, I'm looking for that rise up above midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like sometimes you catch that move at Asian, man, nah, I'll pass. I'll pass. I'll just get some extra sleep and get up for that 150, 250 macro.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad here.
You said what?
The time is not that bad here.
No, what's that? 150, 12, 11. Yeah. 10:50,
Yeah.
11:50 at night. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
And then I go over that move I was talking about. But E said look at the 4 hour, 15-minute one. So 4 hour on this move. And move the drawing.
Nothing beats New York AM. Nothing beats that.
Yes it do.
No. I'm telling you. When you
Say that
understand New
again.
York, you ain't even got to worry about all those other sessions.
Man, New York AM NQ blocks and gas be 70 points. London be 10 points. I'll pass.
But you got to understand how it works. Then you don't have to do 70-point stop. If you understand that, your stop could be smaller than that.
Say that part again, Miss Sharon.
I said, if you understand New York, your stop is not going to be 70 points.
That is correct. That's why I want you to repeat that part.
Exactly.
If you understand what you're seeing during AM New York session, you would not be intimidated by a 70 point because you know where you need to enter in and get the hell out.
Pay for it.
Absolutely. That's what I've learned. New York, man, when you understand New York, that's now I'm like, I just trade New York now. I know I can get my money there and I understand it. That's
right.
why I only trade one instrument, because once you become familiar with one instrument, then you know how fluid it is and how it runs. And now that I've gone to one session, I understand how that session works. And I don't have to, because Asian, oh man, remember Asian is all over the place. But I know in New York, I can come in, I understand what's going to happen, where's the liquidity. in and get out, and I'm done. And it keeps you consistent. And that's when I used to look at all the other traders, they T-Trades and all them, they only trade New York, Trader Town. And I'm like, damn, why do they only just trade New York? I understand now. I understand. Get your point and get out. You're done. I understand the session.
You can we can always agree to disagree.
Yeah, but you always disagree because it's not for you and it goes against you. But if other people understands that and other people know how to manage risk, it's to each his own. Not because it's not for you. That's how we don't like discourage people. There's people who won't mess with Asian, and there's people who love Asian and they killing it in Asian. Right? For me, Asian, it's too much. Sometimes it goes up, down, up, down, up, down, like it's building all the liquidity and it fakes you out and it goes up.
Back.
Yeah, yeah. If you're in it and you understand, like some people, like so, you just like, you know what? If Asian doesn't give you the clean setup, you just lock it down, let it play out. Then you get up at London, you see, and you say, all right, cool, it did that. Like you said, if you're bullish, it should run down below midnight and give you a bullish play. But if it doesn't give you a bullish play, what you gonna do? You're gonna still have to wait for New York. Many times I'll be do peekaboo at London and it be consolidating. So you go back to sleep and you just gotta wait. You just literally gotta wait. So you just gotta understand what is being played in front of you. Understand price action. But we're not gonna knock anyone because everyone trade different, because we know we got people in Asian who is killing it. People who get up at London and it's cut. Listen, I don't want to hear you. And it's killing it. And people who have now mastered what they see and it's killing it in AM, in New York session, right? Some people who still don't touch New York session and they wait to PM session. Yeah, we got people who's trading on different sessions, and that's why there's, it's 23 hours. Just pick the session that's good for you and you can manage and you can understand how to manage your risk. That is a key point of understanding how to manage your risk, right? You can play all these instruments, right? But it's all about, at the end of the day, you have to manage your risk. If you trade ES, you cannot want the same outcome as NQ. It doesn't move the same way, right? If you play gold, you have to understand, like, I hear people in the group who just sticks to like gold and they're good with gold. They don't mess with NQ and it's okay. But at the same time, we're not going to get envy for those who know how to trade NQ, who knows how to trade gold. It's to each his own. So we're here to encourage people to stick with your strategy, understand how much you're willing to give back to the market if it doesn't go in your favor, right? And that's it. Because we all can trade in here, but we're trying to mimic other people how they trade. And we get upset with the outcome. And that's not the goal. It's practice. Many nights I went to bed crying, fighting with my husband because my laptop is on his side of the bed because I need to see my trade. We all go through it. Just stick to the rules and understand what you're executing on. And that's it. All right. Boyd, are you gonna? Sorry, go back.
Oh, no, you got no.
Sorry.
No, you got. On that gold trade, Friday, 4 hour, 15-minute. Where's the 15-minute change right here? What time was that? 1:30 in the morning. One thirty in the morning. 30 in the morning. I was going over Saturday with the things like discontinuation because this was previous. This was the low, and then looking inside the macro, how it gave a perfect sell down right here, and then I think it's 750 810 macro 750. 810 910. Hey yo, and then it gave you the engulfing candle inside the macro, and it came back, and then it went to the target.
So that would be option C.
Option C, A plus. The setup forms during the macro and retraces after the macro. Because like I
Hold
tell
up.
them,
They had news that day?
yeah, 8:30.
Oh, y'all was not far. Yeah.
Yeah, Friday was wild. Like I was trying to tell them, like, look at it gave you that engulfing at 809. Then it came back, 821, picked you up, down to the target. Drawing.
Wait,
Let me go back to
wait. It would have ran you. Well, it would have ran it though, right? Yeah, 8:30 would have ran it. What's the target?
Target is already here.
You would have got stopped up.
Hey, but that's why we talk about NFP. And
right, you should have been in it at that time.
Right. And last week really showed, like after Wednesday, how it didn't do what it's supposed to do. It really showed the market last week.
Market on bullshit since Wednesday.
No, hey, and like I told the team, like I'm glad it happened and we saw it live because part of it's like some months you had that good NFP week where you be like, okay, cool, I can trade it. But then last week really showed you after Wednesday, man, because even Thursday, it gave you like at 8:45, no news, the market runs up 100 points. Thank you. No news.
Well, you know, ICT say trade Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning before pre-market, raises pre-market.
Yep.
For those, you know, that want to subscribe to that.
Hey, and like that just go back to like the discipline part of trading too, like understanding. Like, okay, I can trade Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then don't even look at it Thursday and Friday. That's how you build that discipline.
Yeah, I felt like last week was a higher level difficulty as far as price action compared to what we've been seeing over the last few weeks. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'll be honest, man.
I felt like it made you from a discipline aspect.
Right.
It was much more higher degree of difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
It made you pay for it. If you weren't disciplined, you paid for that shit.
And more accounts was blown last week because of non-discipline. And like I told them, I told you guys, like that's to me that is the biggest thing that TFA has allowed me to do is that wait. And for me, it has to do at least steps 1 and step 2. Give me a higher time frame level taker, and then give me that CISD. After that, it's game time. That's all I need. That's all I need.
So why you keep abandoning step 3?
That's all I need. Because a lot of times
remix the remix.
No. A lot of times it doesn't come back to that line, and then I miss out on trade.
Then you say I don't have no trade.
No. So then I do a continuation.
Correct. You don't have a trade. That's not TFA. If it doesn't come back to the CISD, then it's not a trade. You just miss it.
Boy
Yeah, he remixing it. Yeah,
he remixes it. But hey, man, if you that's your personal preference. That's cool. And
yeah,
I
but don't call
understand
it
why you
TFA
do it.
though. Yeah, you
I
can't call
understand
it
why you
TFA
do it.
though. Yeah.
But it's just my concern is sometimes, let's say you jump in that thing, right, and it give you a continuation, but then it decide to want to, then it want to go for the lower. Let's say, okay, in a bullish scenario, let's just say the CID line is below. You know, you got it confirmed. Now you need to retrace back down to the CID line, right? But you never get there, and it gives you another pattern to go higher. So you get in that to go up, but then it turn around and want to double back and finally go below the CID line at that time. Like, what do you do in that scenario? Like, how do you play that from your perspective on if you got two and ain't got the third one, but you got a continuation?
If I got a continuation inside the macro, that is the high probability for
Okay,
me.
so you taking it. Okay, I see what you're doing. Right.
Yeah.
So you want it. If it show you going during the macro that it want to go higher, then you're going to take it higher to the next checkpoint, whatever on the chart that's showing you safe.
Exactly.
I got you. I just in gold, I seen it do. It'll do something like that sometimes. Like I see where it don't come back to the CID line, but then go higher, but then turn around, double back, and go for the CID line. I seen it do that a couple times. I was like, nah, I'm good on gold.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with doing it like that, but that's not TFA. That's got to be called something else. So you got to get out another name.
I got my TTF. My time to finesse. Set up.
Only you.
I was just asking because I know some people might be confused about that.
The biggest thing is the word in TFA, time frame alignment. You want each time frame to align. You want the 4 hour to align with the 15-minute to align with the 1 minute. Those three need to align for you to. If the 4 hours bullish, the 15-minute is bullish, and then the 1 minute get your bullish entry. That is all three time frames aligned.
That's the creme de la creme. Top of the line.
Right. That's for me. That's the biggest thing that TFA is when you have three different time frames that align.
They align, but it has to retrace. So that's the other part of it. If it doesn't retrace, then there's no trade. You have to just wait. That's the
Well, no, you can still take the trade. Like I said, like you said, you might not call it TFA.
But that ain't TFA though. That's what I'm saying. You can still take the trade, but that's not TFA.
We understand.
That's not how it's being taught. That's what I'm saying. That's just because they all align. You have to have a way. How are you going to get in the trade? Just because it aligns, you just get in. You just jump in the trade? No.
No, that's not what he's saying. What he's saying is if it gives you 2 out of 3, and it doesn't come back to the line, instead of sitting there and just saying I ain't got no trade, you can default to going using the continuation pattern. That's what he's talking about, right? You're talking about the continuation because that's the only thing
Correct.
You got to take it as a continuation on, in the direction that it's going.
Okay, but then calling it continuation because it should, for TFA, it should come back to the CISD.
I got you. You're right. For the true TFA, it should come back to the line. Don't, then you can either not take the trade and just wait for the one that does, or you can pivot and take the continuation that is showing you which way it want to go if it's during the macro.
Right.
Because I think what happens is a lot of people probably get frustrated if they keep doing the TFA and don't get the A on the TFA, the full TFA with the third part, I can see where people would get frustrated on that, because I keep setting up, waiting up all these damn time, and they don't even never come back, and I just get left, crash out after that,
And then it's just proper to learn it the correct way first. And if you want to remix it, then you remix it. But if you try to do it incorrectly, and you don't learn it that way first, then you're gonna mess up your trade anyway.
Well, there's some validity to that too. Like I said, I learned it the right way. And I also, like I said, I know how to pivot if it don't give me everything I want,
right?
Based off of what I see. So, like I said, sometimes I'm in before it even set up. So, but if you don't know it, or if you haven't gotten the full TFA all 3 steps down pat, then I would suggest get that down pat.
Yeah, and then you can
from there.
Yeah, you see it all the time. Then you can kind of adjust it the way you want to adjust it, but it should be learned properly first. That's just my suggestion.
Gotcha.
How often do y'all see the TFA play out in New York?
New York. Well, I haven't done the data on that. I ain't gonna lie to you about that, but I see it.
Yeah, I haven't had a doubt on that.
I see it at least a couple times a week for sure.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah. Okay.
It just might not, it might not be the way you wanted to see it, but it's there.
Yeah.
You might be bullish, but they might kill your ass to the bears with it. You know what I mean? Like, it just depends on that, but it's definitely there.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
For me personally, the strongest part and the hardest part that we in here as a group had for the longest was understanding, one, the bias, and two, the structure. That is what TFA has allowed us to understand, and now we understand that if it doesn't take out this 4-hour level, daily level, we don't have a trade. If it doesn't give us this 15-minute change day delivery, then we don't have a trade. But me and I'll talk about me personally, that is the biggest game changer.
The aha.
Yeah, that's the biggest aha moment, because for me, that's what I truly believe TFA is like a lot of the time frames. Because if your direction isn't correct, your bias isn't correct, and then your direction isn't correct, even if you get in, you're not gonna feel comfortable. Not gonna feel comfortable at all.
Yeah, I saw my trade change after that too. I think I got that part down. But
right. Because if you understand where the market is going, every retrace is going into your direction. If your higher time frame tells you it's going down, look at it. You OT in this thing all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. That's where you have to be secure. You have to have a fine understanding of what's your entry model. How do I enter into a position? It's all set up for yeah.
Yeah, see, that's what I was getting at on that 15-minute the entry. Looking at it from the 4-hour perspective, like, okay, so we know you got what it got in at, but when you're trying to aim for targets, I would be cross-referencing the next time frame up.
Gotcha.
To look for my target. That's why I was asking. So, I guess this the swing that we was looking at, right? Was that it right there? That was that swing right there. Hold on. It's that swing that we was looking at.
Yeah.
All right. So if I'm looking at that from a 15-minute standpoint, yeah, I might want to get out right there. But from a 4-hour standpoint, I see this swing below than that. See what I'm saying?
Right. And then I see that
and
gap.
Then I might want to get out right here on that gap. Right.
Right.
So that's what I was saying. I'm cross-referencing. When I'm trying to, basically, I call it looking for the runway. Like, well, I'm looking to see how far I want to run. Now, it just so happened to take that whole thing out. I strongly doubt I'd have been a part of
that. Because, like, when you look at it from a 15,
when they do this here, let's see, and even this here is suspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't give it to you just straight up.
Nope.
To run that swing, and once it hit it, then he saw it come right back up like that. Man, I might have been going. Yeah. So when I keep doing that, that's just how I look at it when I'm looking to the left or looking for a higher time frame target. If I want some points, because you have to understand that it can retrace in the trip to your target.
Yep.
So you got to be able to stomach that. If you can't stomach and you suffer worration and got an ulcer, just go and get out and be happy. You know what I mean? Ride off to the sunset. That's stress.
Right. Let's look at this silver SIQ.
Damn. When the hell that happened? I guess last week.
Complete opposite. That did go
because she was lagging for a while.
Right. Let me see. Well, let me go SI1. Maybe look different. Yeah.
Damn. It's a mean ass killer, bro.
That's a monster move.
Let's just open up and don't look back.
Look back. And like we talk about that, look how long it stayed inside that gap. 1, 2,
right.
3.
I remember like it was dragging
7 weeks. Then at 2 months, and
hit the switch.
That's all-time high on silver.
All right.
Daily.
That was it right there. That last chance.
That was a
right there. Like,
right.
Yeah. Continuation. Shit, about a week and a half ago.
Look how long it stayed there. Then it engulfing candle Monday. They get a gap.
Yeah, and then don't even touch it.
Don't even touch it. Don't even touch it.
Just go take it out.
Then no.
And then just gave your ass another one.
Hey, no.
Another gap. Because you got one here. Now you gonna have one here.
Right. Hey yo, Amir, what is this kind of right here?
The small one.
Yeah.
Is that the
Ain't that a inside day?
Inside day because it's smaller than the ones next to it.
Yeah, but also it didn't take out previous day high or previous day low.
Okay.
And then look at what happened the next day. Monster move.
Big jump, yeah.
That's the same way Gold did on a daily. Right here. Last Friday. Inside day. No lower high taken. Look at Monday. Outside. That's a powerful thing that we learned. If it give you inside day, man.
I seen some possible plays. We'll get to that later.
I got you. So silver, man, bullish, but it can retrace. We at all-time highs. Let's look at crude oil. Yep. Low. Fell low.
Low.
Yeah.
She coming at least up to there. That weight. Yeah. She gotta go back. Yeah.
Gotta go in that gap. Grab that liquidity.
Yeah, because it hasn't taken out external.
So you gotta go internal. Now I can go up there and hit it and drop.
Exactly.
No SCS, probably damn will.
At a weekly gap.
Boy, run a fib on that too. Let me see. On that weekly, let's see. How far did it come in? I could come in a little more.
It's going higher. Like at least 62.
Exactly.
70. 79.
It's in the gap.
It could come back to that OB.
Yep. Or the series of around 3 of them.
Okay.
Now leave that there and run your regular field. Let's see what that at. Let's see what those points are. Okay, let's see. At 70, I'll be watching that one.
but also, E, this is so we took out all the liquidity below here. Back to 2021. Let's say it goes up. And we
run the highs. Right. All the peaks. All the swing highs.
It's your low. It's your high. That's a deep 79.
Yep.
That's what you call white meat.
Either way, it's going up initially.
Right. This gap
should get to the point where if you're bullish, you want to see it keep going, and if you're bearish, you want to see it reverse.
There's a high probability that we take out this gap right here. We at least hit 64.94.
Right.
See, this is just so like understand that like,
and also summertime too. So,
right.
That part.
Like Thursday's candle was an inside day. What happened Friday? Outside. Oh, natural gas. Violation.
Going higher too.
Yep. There's no gaps on a weekly. No gaps. No gaps. Until you get all the way. Shit. all the way up here. 5.368.
Where that wick at?
Say it again.
Put your cursor on that wick to the right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the gap already. Okay, yeah. You right.
Yeah. Gotta look up here. And like you look below, it's the only gap down here. Down by 1.8. Let's look at the daily.
Boy, when it come back down there, it's taking all of that.
That's zero. That's zero. That's one.
That's horrible. But I'm looking up on that right now.
Inside day, outside.
Came back OTE from here to here. Yep, from there to there. Yep. 70.
Got you a daily gap up here. It's a little gap right here.
So 0.5 to get you to the swing.
Yep, up there, -1. The big three.
Start off with a monthly with them.
I got you.
She peeked into that yet? Yeah, she just peeked into that.
Nah.
She ain't touched. She ain't get higher than that. That's equal. Feel like it's just it's just a little bit higher.
Oh yeah, just a little bit. Put the tip in. She put the tip in. Just yeah.
All right.
Got you, Mr. Ron. Yeah, what's the high? 976. 3 ticks. 3. She kissed it.
She's lower than the other two. Still.
Yep.
She got some work to do.
Let's look at the weekly. We're bullish.
Yeah, I think she's going through that because she hasn't even got to the fresh liquidity.
Nope.
But that already been hit right here.
Mm-hmm. But and where's the fresh? Ain't no gaps.
All right.
On the fresh, probably got short-term highs.
Right.
On the fresh, you guys probably take out these short-term highs here.
Then thing is maybe hit this OB up here or something. But,
right.
But by that time, you probably have a gap.
Right. Look at it daily.
She took this swing, but
yeah,
Friday. This liquidity already been spoken for. So
right.
She need to get above all that. And then from there, hell, it's up here.
We got previous day high and low.
I see that. Go to the peep the 15 minute. Let me see that 15 minute. I'm looking at that green candle right now. Let's see what it did. Y'all see. So we can come back to that gap right here. If it want to, maybe give you one of that. Or you just press on. Because ain't no gap. So yeah.
But what's the higher time frame? How did we end the day Friday? So took out that, so now you're looking lower. You gave no 15-minute CIZ yet. But we could come down to hit this 4-hour bullish gap and then give a CISD. Or we need to run pretty high and get one to go lower.
Well, what about this guy right here? The one right there. What about that right there?
Yeah, but
they already gave a lower low into this gap.
Yeah, but
and displaced up over there. That's market structure shift, right?
Yeah, market structure shift, but I'm looking at it, trying to align the 4-hour and everything. We took out previous day high. Now we should be looking lower, not higher.
That's if it want to go that way.
Right.
Might not want to go that way.
It's still looking bullish though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like this is a W, bro. Low, lower low, displacement after. It just ain't come back in the gap yet. But it might be leaving that for open. Bing bing.
Or be leaving this opening.
Nah, I don't see that. Nah, if it opened down there, yeah. Might open in the gap.
Right.
Or just open above it. Like, we'll see.
That'd be even better.
What's this to this?
OT, yeah. Definitely OT. At least 70. Yeah.
Damn new. Yeah, I know that, like I said, I see the low, lower low. And then the lower low goes into the liquidity. And then you immediately get your displacement up. That showing me bullish action. Because it still ain't hit no gap. Well, it hit this gap, but it went over it.
Went over it, closed above.
Over it, closed above. So now you just need that's it.
We see how it is at midnight.
Yeah.
Let's look at grandma.
All right, now see, that's telling right there. That's an inverted, right? Inverted fair value count.
BPR. Monthly BPR, potentially.
Yeah. That's interesting. I'm high, smooth as hell right now, boy. Don't get no smoother than that.
No smoother than that, man.
So, Amir, which one we likely to do? Take these high? Or go down here in this area?
It's so close, man.
Remember, it was doom and gloom down here. Remember that?
Right. The world is ending. The world is ending. Try to tell people, man.
If the month closed like that, then I would look higher. Definitely. Because it made a block right there. It'll make a nice block. I'm still looking high, but I would like it to close right just like that.
For me personally, this told the whole story. May
That,
May
that,
told
yep.
the whole story.
It's going
When
here.
yeah, when it closed above this
Last
gap,
month. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's why I want to see how it closed. When it closed above here, man, this is telling me outside.
Come back to the gap. That candle.
Ah,
Bullish
we
candle.
gone.
No, did it come back? That wick
No.
at the bottom.
You said what, Miss Ron?
That
Oh, that
wick.
wick didn't touch it.
It didn't touch it, right?
It
Okay.
didn't touch it yet.
No, no, it didn't.
That's how bullish we are right now.
Right, extremely bullish. Now we got these stretch targets. We got all-time highs first.
Yeah, because I remember when gold chart looked somewhat like this a few months back.
That's 2. Can we get to 7,000 by the end of the year at this rate? Shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
This is all-time high. Can we in the year what 6,700?
But Mark was saying,
When? Right here or right here?
oh, he late to the party when he said it. Been looking at that for a minute. Since we got down there and felt like that was the bottom, I've been looking. I say, man, we can run this shit. Because I'm telling you, bro, like, it's the
See, the
pandemic
funniest
playbook.
thing is, man, it's like when we was pushing down here, people say, well, we're going down here, down here, down here. I'm looking like, man, they're not gonna run that market like that, man.
Well, technically, once it take out those swings up there, I mean, it's gonna retrace for sure. I mean, those equal highs, it's going to retrace.
Allegedly. We got to see when we get up there. What it
Because
do?
it could go up to this line before it retreats.
Right.
And
Or the second line.
if you extrapolate, look at the time, like, all right, we in June right now, right?
Yeah.
You usually get that run June, July, you get the tech run up to here. And then August, you get your retrace, August, September. Might be down into the same gap that left open.
Yep.
And then go for that for the rest of the year. Just how it's setting up. Like you kind of like prognosticate that a little bit.
Let's look at the weekly.
Because I think you might see some nice moves in tech this week.
We closed the gap.
Yep.
Hold on. Low 24.5, high. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Ain't no gaps. ain't nothing holding this thing. We're going high. Ooh.
I just knew it was gonna come down the hill. I just thought it would come down in there somewhere. But shit, it acting like you don't even see it. Damn.
That's why it's hard to sell a market, and that's why it's hard to buy it in a discount because it's not coming. It's going against every rule you got on your checklist.
It's as bullish as it was bearish when it was coming.
Right. Uh-huh.
Because when it was coming down, it wasn't coming back to 50%. That shit just dropped.
Right. See, and like that tests your patience and your plan. Because you can make money in any market. It's what happened when you deviate from your plan. Let's see. We are extremely bullish. Weekly, daily. Like even look at the daily. 50% retrace and gone. And we're gone. Now we're on the next leg. From this high to this low. On a daily, all you got is this daily gap holding it back from all-time high. That's it. That's it.
Yep. We want that last little daily gap. That's the target this week. Now, what it do when it get there, I can't speak on. But
Can't speak on
it damn sure wanted. It showed us that it didn't want to go no lower this week.
Right.
It showed that.
Previous day high, previous day low. Now you got 4-hour gap. Extremely bullish.
It might open up. But it might open relatively where it's at.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. We ain't got no news on Monday, Tuesday.
In the week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I feel like they've been stalling this shit out. This last week, they stalled the hell out of the market.
Now let's go to our baby, Quisha. See how she doing. Thank you. Why?
What I asked. See, she ready to go. Yeah,
You ready?
I tell you, I think this week gonna be an interesting week in the NASDAQ.
Like the song go. Seem like she ready?
I could have sworn. Go all the way.
That's all-time high right there. That's 500. What? Less than 500 points away.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
And you could do that tonight.
Like you say, worst case scenario is she wanted to come back into the gap, but I don't so much see that. She had opportunities last week to do that. Just said, no, I'm good.
Then when it dropped and took out these lows and it fell out this gap, man. We have ran from the low 33% back up.
That's crazy. That's crazy work.
And no, like I say, it's like a rubber band. Expand, retrace. Look at that expansion on that rubber band.
All right. Now, take that. What was you said, 30-some%?
Yep.
Right. Go back to the pandemic.
2020. So that
Yeah. Right there.
okay, so that was
Go to that swing high. Swing high. Right there.
48%.
Exactly.
And it kept going. 70.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It kept going. I'm
Yep,
telling you, I feel
80%.
like it's the same damn playbook, bro. It looked like the same move. It's just more pronounced on this move than it was during the pandemic. We dropped further in this move with the tariffs than we did in the pandemic, bro. And the whole world shut down.
And then I'm looking at this move in 2022. That was only 37% drop.
Right.
We dropped from all-time high 37, 26%. 37 would have been down here. Ultra bullish. Let's look at the weekly. Ain't no gaps.
And
Only gaps is below.
that shit getting ran.
All-time high getting ran this week.
It's a strong possibility, bro. Unless they come with a little hezzy, but you tell me which one more likely
It
to
may
get.
start, we got NFP the following week.
To my FOMC.
I mean FOMC, sorry, FOMC.
So are you going here? Or are you coming down here? Which one closer?
Yeah.
Where liquidity at?
All-time high. All-time high. Baby, is that you? And Hugh almost went external Friday. Took out previous day low.
All right. And engulfed the whole counter body for the previous day.
Right. And give you no wick Friday.
Just
no
open
wick.
and go.
Right. Previous day low, previous day high.
You might need to break that thing down like you did over ES with the GAN.
I got you. Which time frame you want to start at?
Which one you did it on ES with? What was that? 4 hour daily? Which one? One of them you did it on.
Got you.
The projections.
Oh, I got you. You want to project where price can go.
All right.
On the monthly.
$26K, huh?
Something like that. Wow. That'll be then it's 60% push back up. 10,000. 10,000 points on the NQ.
How much is it from the yearly high? Percent wise.
I got you. Yeah, it's like
No, just from January, or whatever the high was of the year. If it how much that increase would be for the year if it go up from that point to there.
Then you're going monthly then. So monthly in January. So monthly we open
What was the high?
right here.
Okay. For the year. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. We almost there.
Now run that from there to that 27 or whatever thousand up there. I want to see how much percent gain of the year that would be for the NASDAQ.
Gotcha.
17%. What's percent? 20%?
20%.
Okay. Checking it out.
What's the average move on
That's what I was trying to figure out. Yearly, what's the average yearly move percent increase?
I got you. I'll ask my assistant.
Ask your people.
What's the average yearly percentage move on NASDAQ? %.
Okay, so cut that down and go to 10. Where that put you at?
24.
Okay. Just curious.
Let's take it 4 out.
I got one down. Got
BPR down here.
All right, and that's it. That's probably OTE area too. If they wanted to do that. Shit.
And that's it.
All right. I know you would love for it to come back to that 4-hour gap. Flip. Yeah, 15-minute CID. Retrace back to the line.
Let me see that 4-hour again one more time. Sorry.
Look at them high.
I think it's coming back to the gap. And the only reason why I say that, it already made the swing. Is that a swing? Let me see.
Yeah, it took went up there.
Is this, it didn't, is this, no, this candle was higher, right?
The current one, yes, higher than 2.
Yeah.
That
And
one before.
because it didn't take out that swing, I expect it to come back here and then go up.
That's what I just said. Ideally, is what we want. That's what I would like to see.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. But we'll see.
This damn thing acting like damn what you want to see now. His own thing.
On the 15-minute is, oh, but look at there's no gaps up there either.
Right. It came into this already. So
Yeah.
it from that one.
Yep, it sure did.
From here to here. It came into here.
Went into the VI too.
And gave you another gap. And it's in it now.
Yeah.
And you're like a doji. So we don't know what the next candle. The next candle might just do this.
Yeah.
Straight up. Right.
See, and then it made a swing up there too. So yeah, I'd have to wait and see.
Well, no, act accordingly.
I know Mr. Ron was talking about QQ options, SPX.
That's my baby right there, SP. I love SPX.
QQQ get you the same move.
It don't give you them the same amount of money though. I can get SPX and make bank.
QQQ can get it. You can get it too. I'm telling you.
I got to put on too many contracts for Q. I put on the same amount of contracts on SPX, and I didn't triple my amount than QQQ.
Got no gap yet. Ain't got to no gap. No, nothing to stop it until what here.
I'm already in the calls.
Zero DT was a monster Friday. I know Miss Stephanie, she it was so wild. Like she said she made 1,000%. She was in
like 10 minutes, last 10 minutes, somewhere.
I would say she was in
on that up move, that shoot up when it shot up. Yeah.
Right.
That was a great play. But I had to buy time on SPX.
Zero DTE. Hey, you
That
gotta
was
go.
That was a great play, 1,000%. Dag. That was bank right there.
Which one did she get? Yeah, I think she got QQQ.
Yeah, I think it was QQQ.
Oh, I was gonna say if it was SPX. Good gosh. But I mean, that's quick.
It was, late, probably real late in the day. Theta done beat it to death, and then all of a sudden it just pop up like that. Man,
yeah,
you can get that kind of percent if it do that. Because it probably was damn near worthless.
Yeah, that was exactly. That's why I have to buy time because I like to plan my trades, so I buy time.
I don't need no
Go to
time.
1 minute chart. I think I go to 1 minute.
I need boy, that time be paying. Trust me, it pays.
1 minute on NQ.
But I buy it in cents. I buy it in cents. I don't buy it in dollars though.
So I think I know the pop you talking about. I see it. It was. I think it was that move. Was it this one right here?
I think she was down here. Another 1 o'clock.
I thought it was higher up. We talked about it in the chat. I think it's in the might be an options chat.
Hey, that PM session gap was money Friday.
Yep, I took that one too.
I took this one. This discontinuation up to here. It's had the macro Friday, 11 o'clock.
Oh, gave that lower level. Yeah, I see.
Well, yeah, right here, yeah. When it does
low, and then
give it a gap right here, 11:04.
That's it.
Hey,
come back. I
was in and out in 1 minute. In and out. In and out.
So you came in at the OB?
I had to get, right there. 831, all the way up here. In and out.
How many points was that?
In and out, I think like over 30. In and out like a robbery.
Enough.
Yeah, that was nice.
In and out like a robbery.
What was the risk? Because I would have put it under the that swing.
You going that OB.
Right there, right there.
You roll, you want to go quick.
Right.
Put it right.
Like in a area too, like man, I was like, hey, it is what it is.
Oh, that was during the macro too.
That was
in the macro.
I would have felt comfortable with that one.
Yep.
I'm not.
Goodness.
Because like I was trying to, like I told them Saturday, Our class said we swept the liquidity below this short-term low, this
That-
low,
That's what I'm talking about. Low, high, low, low.
That one
and
right
the
there
gap.
was key right there.
Low, and then high, then a lower low.
Mm-hmm.
And then give you a gap until right there.
Ooh, right there in the macro too.
First gap afterward.
Mm-hmm.
That's straight
Like
shot.
And
Yeah.
then not only that, look how it did the structure, just market structure shift. Oh man, that was
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, yeah. That's how you know it wasn't going back down.
Right, like I was showing them, I said if it would have just kept on going when it came back at the gap, order off the table because it hit the target.
right, exactly. That
A
was
to
a
B.
nice
Back in the
trade.
day, we used to be sitting there waiting for it to come back. They'll want to take it
Right.
back up again.
Yeah, right.
Ran through.
Mm-hmm. No, that was sweet. I love that trade.
And then like I was showing them on Saturday, like when you look, okay, this was the 950 macro. It's no gaps,
Mm-mm.
no bullish gaps, no trade. Between 950, 1010, and any bullish gaps? No.
What was the first gap after 9:30?
Oh, legendary. It was right here.
That one, okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, I see that. I see the IFVG.
Right here. I see you.
You know I was
Went
looking
down and then came back above it. You know it wasn't going back down.
exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. You know what I'm looking
Oh, straight through your eyes on that.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Then it just set up here, consolidated. Just took his time. Just show me a bullish gap. Show me a bullish gap. Run some liquidity first, preferably. Ran this short-term low here, this short-term low here. In and out, 1 minute.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
And what's so crazy is like I looked away, and I said, and I looked, and all of a sudden I said, order field, like damn, in and out, man.
Hey, those the best kind, ain't
Right.
I'm out already?
Not already.
Well, all right.
Connection, disconnect.
Yeah, that was lovely. In fact, sure, that's something that you can use for teaching for your teens. That's a great trade right there.
Market maker by law.
Oh, we went over that Saturday.
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great example.
This and like I threw in the Telegram that this 130. Like, man, it's like this was perfect Friday. You knew the target. Get a 130 gap.
Yep.
And start pushing. 2 o'clock. And man.
I took that thing. The target.
That's the nasty move it did right there.
That's the hey, because right.
Like, matter of fact,
right.
Yeah, right here. Like, damn, why don't you just go? That's why I said if she don't push,
she
got to go. If she don't push, I'm going.
He said he go.
Yeah. You hang around, you want to. I'm not willing to stomach that retrace.
That's a big retrace too.
Right, but
that little bit of points.
Right, extra 5.
Give me my 5 damn points. All right.
Then take it and then run lower.
What do you always say? Once you take a swing high, what happens?
Your ass is next. Got your order there. Your ass is next. But that's also understanding like when I tell you like where the money is. The money right here. So I grab it. Now I need to take the money and put it in the other pocket. Below a low, in the gap. Below here, below here, below here, below here. Now to this gap.
It's just going external internal,
Knowing
external.
liquidity, man. If you know that liquidity,
Once you understand that, then you have a better understanding about how it goes. Because it's all algorithmic.
just taking it from one side to the other side.
Mhm.
It's something to do.
Any questions before we got here?
I saw go to AMD on the daily chart.
You finished SPX before we went back, before E took us back over to NQ for QQQ.
Oh, Miss Ron looking at options. So
Oh,
long
so
term.
trying to run some options. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at my target here.
All time high.
Yeah, all the time. That's what I'm saying.
Or
I need to see it on not the week.
Oh, she want to go lower. She wants you to go lower. lower time, maybe like 4 hours or something.
daily.
I gotta
Oh,
set my exit up.
Daily is that gap 60-43.
50-43. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's where I want.
probably won't even get a chance to get that.
Don't say that.
It might already appear enough. I tell you what.
I set my alert because I forget when I'm in options. Okay. All right. That looks good to me. Okay. I'm going to the gap. I'm out.
You already in it?
Heck yeah.
Oh, well, hell yeah. You wanted to be there when you wake up in the morning. Then.
Yep, exactly. I'm in it.
Mark it. Don't try it now. Don't try to get out no limit now.
Right.
No, you know how you did that last time.
I got 6 contracts on that thing.
Let me out of it. Whatever price they want to let me out of it.
Let me out of market. Right. I don't want a limit.
You ain't got to stop the car. Just open the door. I'm getting out.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're right. I'm not setting the limit. I'm setting market.
Market.
And I don't care what to do after you get there.
Tell you.
Exactly.
Wake up in the morning. Shit. Good.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. Man, this year is going to be game changer. This year.
But yeah, go to AMD. I believe we got an inside day.
You said go where?
AMD. I think weekly. I want to say AMD, not ARKK. Not say nothing about no damn cat.
My bad.
But yeah, it was inside day.
Inside day.
Yeah.
Was it inside week? No.
Nah, I went inside week, inside day though. So I was looking at that. Now, AMD has a presentation this week also on the 12th, I believe. So my rationale is if it decides to want to come back to that gap, Jesus Christ, I'm buying it for this week. That swing high. So,
before or after the presentation?
Well, I would want it to come to that gap before the presentation.
So
get closer. Let me see.
You want a down week beginning of the week,
right? Because I would like for it to come down to like what's that 109 maybe? What's that 109? What is that gap? What's this right here? One something? 111?
113.
Okay. I would want it to come down here, and then I'd be targeting this. I don't want to do that. It's just something. There's a couple of them like that too. One of my partners hit me up about it. It was a couple of stocks that got inside days, and they were all tech too. And I was like, it's setting up why it might want to make some moves. Just something to watch. If anybody paying attention to whatever, looking for a play. Cause squeeze your chart, squeeze it daily. Squeeze it over, yeah. See, I think it want to go higher. It's getting ready. It's ready. It's getting ready. It's revving up. It's revving up. On the road to 250, baby.
Huh?
250.
Huh?
All right. You can hear.
Huh?
I think we done with that downward. Like all that down here. That shit dead. We working on it.
Bottom?
Yeah, that was the bottom. That's 70-something, 77. I think that was it. My average price is 100 right now. Yeah. I think that was another one he put. My partner had told me it was inside.
It's a monster, man. It's revving.
They said they want 80. 160, 180, somewhere up there. Squeeze that chart. Oh, that's all time high already, right?
All time high.
Shit. Yeah. So they came back and hit the high. They might want to go to y'all. Yeah, see, 187. Okay. 1-to-1 move. Yeah, it was another one he told me, but I can't remember what it was, bro. See, I think the chip's gonna run this week, bro. Squeeze that. I want to see what's the low to the left on that. Hey. That's not a bad play.
You said you don't like UNH, man.
Not a bad play for elite. But you gonna have to let that thing cook, bro.
Let it cook.
Because that's probably OTE. Let me see. Run that field. That's a mean ass OT. Retrace too. Yep. You needed to do that. Now go to Tesla. Because Bob was talking shit about this week, last week. So it's just ironic that these motherfuckers get into it when they need to retrace. Like, man, y'all need to stop this bullshit, man. So looking at this, if you're looking at this as market maker buy model, whatever, you can clearly see that it needs to retrace down into that gap. And then just so happened this week, they started fighting. And then it dropped how many percent? 18%? Some crazy ass number.
The come up cousin dude got the puts for 100. Man. They over there fighting in the come up
I
group.
saw that, man. Yeah, man. Ain't nobody running to prison over there. They just cut loose. It wasn't like that before, bro. It wasn't nothing like that. Back when we came in, it was all kumbaya, at least helping each other. Now it's calling motherfuckers out. Like, damn. What's that all about?
See, man, people see trading is so people put their emotions into this shit, man. No, ain't no emotions, man. What the chart telling you, man?
Don't be surprised if I say, hey, within 3 months, we somewhere up here.
Right. 400.
Yeah, about that. About somewhere. I see 450.
Yeah.
445, somewhere up in there.
People
Roger.
use their personals, man. They personal vendetta, man. This shit ain't this ain't personal, it's business.
Right.
Yeah, I remember how it was when we first started. That was the freshman year. They ain't got to the senior year. They still doing the same stuff. So they in there fighting with each other.
They fighting. Yeah, man. I bought these puts, these $100 Tesla puts, man. Tesla going to $100. Okay.
Why'd you buy it so low? When he bought it? What was the underlying share price when he bought $100 put? Because they got as low as what, 140 something. But yeah, them puts might not even move. Shit. It's so far away.
Right.
Like, that's too far, bro. Unless you know something on, though.
My thing is they use their personal vendetta against somebody. That ain't how you trade, man. Put your emotions to the side, man. Is Tesla going to 100? No. Tesla is more likely to go to 500 in the next 2 years than 100. Plain and simple. No matter if you like Elon or not, it's more likely to go to 500 than 100.
I just see that as like a flash retreat. November to November. Let's see. What's this high right here? What's that high? What date? What month was that? Or a week was that?
Right here?
The all-time high.
December last year.
December?
Yep, last year.
All right.
6 months ago.
All right. So when we got the bottom right here so far, when was that?
March?
No, the next one right there.
April 7th.
Okay. So that's what, like 4 months?
Uh-huh.
And then you got the flip. So 4 months from April is what? August?
Yep.
Okay.
You heard it first. 500 before 100. And we can get there at the end of the year.
500 before 100.
Right. Elon beefing with Agent Orange. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing, man. I'll bring. Hey, ain't no politics, man. This is strictly what a chart telling you and what.
Yeah, because they get ready to turn into a man. I can understand why, them characters going up, You just got to close your eyes and ears.
Right. Hey, I look at it like when a dude dating a girl and she ain't got no job and she live and he providing everything and he talking to her in the type of way.
In a kind of way, right?
Right. Then old girl said, man, fuck this. She gonna get her a job, get her a high paying job, get her she get that criminal job, and then now she making all the money. That shit you said, oh, you can't say no more.
Hell no, you better shut the hell up.
Right. Hey, shit, she left his ass. Hey, one thing I always say is, man, Trump may be the president, but He ain't the most powerful.
I just think it's all smoke and mirrors, man. I think everybody playing.
Oh yeah.
That same right after that, what happened? You get it because something happened in the news. Man, nah, man. That done happened time and time again this year. This year alone.
See, Elon controls so much, man. People fail to realize that he controls so much, man. The United States need him more than Elon need them.
Yep.
Then the president say, "Well, we're gonna stop the subsidies." That's cool. Hey, he ain't put all his eggs in one basket. He put all his eggs in one basket.
Eli on that what's the name of that company? That family, Rothschild, Carnegie's. He got that kind of power.
Yeah, hey, now, what happened when America need somebody to go to space?
Right.
You gonna call Putin?
Where
He
you
gonna
gonna
help
get
you
it from?
out,
Right.
right? Where you gonna get it from, man?
Yeah.
Hey, y'all left them people out there 6 months in space because y'all couldn't get them back down. Y'all needed him. Hey, like you say, you needed him before he needed you.
And then on top of that, what stopped me from going to see, how that do?
Right.
If you talking right, if you ain't talking right.
Hey, Ross, I already know the baby, right? Hey, because
all right now, keep running your mouth. I go to China with my shit.
All right, hey, 45, 47 need Elon more than Elon need him.
That's it.
Hey, it's just wild to see it happening, man. And then people take their sides. Like, ain't no sides, man.
Telling you. They just want to get you all caught up in the bullshit. And then you gonna turn around, they're gonna be buddy again. Shit gonna be straight. Now you like, damn, I should have bought that. Right.
He's just trying to help him get back what he lost from being the Doge. That's all. He's trying to make people believe that he was on the right side all the time. No, they're falling for that bullshit.
Hey, man.
You don't say that. Then all of a sudden, we going straight.
Yo, EU robot. Always say, at the end of the day, hey, I personally believe in the next 5 years, hey, it's gonna really the world's really gonna distinguish between rich and poor. Ain't gonna be no more middle class. This is the only market where it's a fair game because we all see the same thing. Any questions before we got here? 1 o'clock. And on that